the morning. It's a beautiful Tuesday morning.
Yes,
Good morning, Nigeria. As always, it's a pleasure to be here with you.
How's your week shaping up so far? Please share that information with us. We want to know. We're actually interested. Tell us online. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
It's a brand new day, and everything that we have for you today is nothing but fresh and exciting, like hot bread from the oven. Agege bread.
Wow.
The type that
The fresh one.
you now put butter, you slice the knife into your pasta, you now put butter
Now
like
only
that.
butter.
Or peanut butter or
You're getting a bit too touche there, Mike.
Oh,
Butter was alright.
going.
Obama. Mike Mesicado, thank you for reminding me of my younger days.
Yeah, I had to tell you so. Thank you for reminding me that mayonnaise is also something people use
Yes.
inside bread. We're streaming live, of course, at tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. If you want to comment with us and interact with us, social media is the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Yes, indeed. Please download our app, please. Pretty please. You know, we're asking you to. Why? Because we want you to connect with us on Android or iOS stores. Download the app and watch us from anywhere in the world with access to internet.
Internet connection, you definitely need it. It's all happening this week. Tomorrow, that's the big day. It all goes down.
Yeah.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we'll be celebrating our 2-year anniversary, and we want you to come with us on that journey.
Yes,
We'll have a
indeed.
great time. We'll give you details as the show progresses. Triple G, godly, gorgeous, genius. We'll be lifting some voices to the heavens this morning
Yes,
in a
sir.
musical performance. All right, Beyonce speaks and the whole world stops to listen. Lion King, the Gift album, and everything else in between will be coming up on entertainment news later on the show.
Very important information. You need to stay
Yep.
tuned for that one. Brown skin is all the rage now, thanks to Wizkid and Beyonce on DIY. Anna Fayemi, Anna of Mizan Beauty, will be giving us some makeup tips for brown skin.
Then, in his own little way, our first guest this morning is doing something to make lives better. Bamilarian Adegoke will be talking to us about the work he does in a bit. Of course,
indeed.
without the slap.
Then it's on to some more information that you definitely need when it comes to TVC. We're always trying to share how much we care. And we have Izefua, the parenting coach, coming to enlighten us. We're going to continue last week's discussion, talking about parental resilience as a protective factor against child abuse.
And you really should get your comments and suggestions coming on all platforms. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. As later on today, we'll have a singer and comedian, Kenny Black, joining us on the show for a chat.
Now where person they work now they shop.
All right. Tuesday, sharp.
Anticlimax. We were talking about something in the makeup room, you'd recall.
Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
it's something I just feel we need to mention so we can get it over with for now.
Unfortunately, we have to start the show on a sad note.
Yeah, so there was a report of a youth corps member who passed away during coverage of the Shiite protest yesterday in Abuja. And our hearts go out to the families who are connected with, I'm talking about the professional and actual family of this particular youth corps member. And, you know, it is one thing that journalists fear all over the world.
Yeah.
You know, that day that you're going to report something very important to the people need to know this information. But for some reason, you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah.
It's a very sad incident. Seeing the news reporter yesterday sobbing while reporting that news, it was heartbreaking. I don't know.
But it does also go to say, you know, there's still a lot we need to do better on, especially when it comes to security in the country. And of course, our process and method as journalists, and how we do send our interns and trainees out to report. They need a lot more training, they need guidance, and they need a lot of support and security as well. This is something a lot of media agencies should look into. And with that, we need to hand it over to the news now. Ibrahim, good morning.
Well, good morning. For our information, the lady is Precious Olabi, a core member rather, attached to one of the media organizations in Nigeria covering the protest. Anyway, it was a day of protest in Abuja on Monday, and unlike the past few days, the members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria have been protesting. Yesterday's have been so fatal. We know that the Deputy Commissioner of Police has been killed and that a staff of the National Youth Service Corps member shot during the protest by the Shiite members has died. She was attached to Channels Television for the one-year service to fatherland before she met his untimely death on Monday. Police also say 2 other officers were injured and the 54 suspects have been arrested.
Numbering well over 3,000 came out at about 12:30 p.m. today, and without any iota of provocation, they indiscriminately and violently attacked innocent citizens, attacked policemen on legitimate national assignment, and then embarked on a spree of destruction to both public and private property. But the most unfortunate part of their conduct today is their use of lethal weapons. A total of 54 suspects, 9 of them females, have so far been arrested. These suspects are currently undergoing intensive interrogation in police facility with clearly the aim of making sure that they are timelessly and diligently prosecuted in our courts of law.
And in Yobe State, the leadership of commercial tricycle riders and security operatives have met with Governor Maimala Buni in order to reach a compromise after recent clashes between both parties in Damaturu. Michael Oshoma has details.
Last week Wednesday, tricycle riders went on a rampage against security agents over what they describe as consistent intimidation and extortion by security operatives. The clash resulted in many government properties being vandalized.
It's a nationwide something. They must register their vehicles and must obtain their driver's license.
Following the recent clash between tricycle operators and security operatives in Yobe State, Governor Maimala Buni has decided to meet with parties involved in the clash for a reconciliation. Seated in this hall are leaders of tricycle operators, security operatives, government officials, and other participants. The chairman of the tricycle operators apologizes on behalf of his members. Governor Buni, on his part, says the government has forgiven the riders for their lawless acts, but warns that they must comply with security directives on number plate registration.
They are here to apologize over what actually happened between them and the law enforcement agencies. Yobe, as a state, we cannot afford to have another round of insecurity in any form, and we have to nip it in the bud whenever such problems arise.
We have nothing personally against anybody. It's not a matter of anything, it's for the interest of them and ourselves.
And while promising to comply, the commercial tricycle riders are appealing to the governor to extend the curfew time. Michael Oshoma, TVC News, Damaturu.
And Olufunke Akure, the daughter of Afenifere leader Reuben Fasharoti, who was killed by gunmen, has been buried in Ondo State. The funeral service was held at St. David's Anglican Church, Ijomo, Akure, and witnessed by governors of Ondo, Ekiti, Lagos, and Ogun State. Ayodeji Moradeo has more.
It is Olufunke Olakure's final journey to the great beyond after life was cut short while traveling along Ore Lagos Road 2 weeks ago. And so, St. David's Anglican Church, Ijomo, Akure, the capital of Ondo State, was filled with members of her family, friends, and close associates who came to bid her farewell. The service was attended by governors of Lagos, Ekiti, Ogun, Ondo, and Oyo states. The presiding minister and bishop of Akure Anglican Diocese, Right Reverend Simon Borokini's message was laced with words of admonition and encouragement. He says death is a necessary end for human beings, as he also urged the Nigerian government to be more proactive in tackling high level of insecurity in the country.
Millions of people in the land are wounded. Millions are broken. They need healing. As a nation, we need to look unto God for mercy because of our sins, and wickedness continue to increase on a daily basis.
At the end of the service, Olufunke's body was moved to the graveyard. Our corpse was accompanied by family members and well-wishers. At the graveyard, our body was lowered into the grave amidst wailing and tears. A younger brother summoned courage to talk to journalists.
This is not happening, but God knows best.
Taiwo and Kainde Fashionati want the security agencies to fish out her killers, even as they share the good times they spent with her.
She was one of the victims of the violence that we've witnessed in Nigeria for so many years now. And I know that her death hopefully will bring up a shift into previous things that have been going on in the country.
She's always there to help me plan, to when things are not too clear to me. All I have to do is just give her a phone call, and the answer will be right there. So I'm gonna really miss that about her. It's like a dream to me. I still wake up at 2 in the morning, thinking, "Wow, this is weird. This is not happening."
The body of Olufunke Olakure has finally been buried. Our family members, friends, and close associates want security agencies to unmask our killers and bring them to justice. Ayodeji Moradeyo, TVC News, Akure, Ondo State.
Well, that is on the news update for this hour. Let's take a break now. We'll bring you the weather forecast right this moment.
Newspaper headlines right here on Wake Up Nigeria.
All quite similar stories.
Yes.
On the Guardian newspaper this morning, it says, police chief, others killed in Shiites protest. Protesters burn NEMA office vehicles. We lost 11 members, say Islamic sect. Why North is tolerating bad governance by Sonny. The story starts on the main cover and continues on page 6. The UK awaits new Prime Minister as May quits tomorrow. It also says, at Olakunri's burial, Southwest governors talk tough on criminality. Supreme Court declines overruling self on Zamfara PDP Lord's decision. 10 feared killed by bandits in Katsina. Reps promise normalcy. And finally, how we spent $876.88 million on military equipment by presidency, says $123.5 million balance in CBN, and PDP defers reaction. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
All right, I have the Daily Sun newspaper right here with me. Says, as DCP, others killed in Shiite protest. Sad, tragic. Panic in Abuja. Police arrest 54 suspects. NEMA office burnt. Buhari gives IGP marching orders. Tears as Fasorate's daughter is buried. Southwest governors, leaders oppose open grazing. And here we have Koza. That's the issue of Koza. FCID takes over rape allegation investigation. Federal government says Labour to blame for delay in implementing new minimum wage. Zamfara Supreme Court dismisses APC's request to revisit judgment. Here we have tribunal. HDP closes case against Buhari, APC, INEC. And the photo story here showing policemen rescuing an injured person during the clash between members of the Islamic Movement of Nigeria and the police in Abuja yesterday. And we have the photo here of the slain Deputy Commissioner of Police, Usman Umar, as well as down here, vehicles burnt by the protesters. That's the NEMA office nearby the venue of the protest. So these are stories, and of course more you can get from the Daily Sun newspaper today.
We also have the Nation newspaper this morning. It says DCP, 12 others dead as Shiites protest in Abuja. It also says, protect all Nigerians, Buhari tells IG. Channels reporter dies in clash. It says 2 mining workers dead, 1 injured in Ibadan quarry accident. Page 39 has more on that. Why new wage is delayed by federal government. On the COSA issue, DIG to oversee alleged rape probe. Kwara police to ensure release of Turks. Oil rises despite Persian Gulf tension. Those who will make Sanwo-Olu's exco, that's in quotes there. And on Rufai, Raw must scout for goalkeeper. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
All right, moving on now to the Vanguard newspaper. We see DCP, 7 others killed as Shiite protest turns bloody in Abuja. Channels reporter killed 3 police officers in critical condition. Nobody can stop our protest in Lagos, and that's coming from the IMN. Buhari summons IGP, orders him to protect Nigerians. Clash forces Lawan to postpone meeting with SSANU, that's SANU. Then we have the photo story here of the violent Shiite protest in Abuja yesterday. Up here, rape allegation, the inside story of police invasion of Timi Dakolo's home. We also have insecurity. We aren't bastards. Apologies for that language. We'll protect our people, say Southwest governors at Olakure's birthday, at Olakure's burial rather. And then 2019 polls, we can't order fresh elections in Zamfara. Supreme Court tells APC. COSA, IGP orders DIG to take over investigation of Pastor Fatoyinbo. Here we see federal government inside power deal till 2025 as Buhari sets 2023 target of 11,000 megawatts. These are the stories and of course more you see in the Vanguard newspaper today.
And that's all we can take on the headlines in the papers for now. We'll take them again in the second hour of the show, but we have to take a quick break now. Wake Up Nigeria continues after this.
Stay with us.
Let's take a look at traffic situation, the traffic situation in Lagos. And if you want to, you can be a part of this. You know how to. And yeah, so while I get myself together, ladies, do you have any tweets there concerning the traffic situation at this point in time? Do you have any tweets, any of you?
Well, we're still actually checking.
Yeah, we're still checking.
So how's it getting here this morning? Any issues on the road? I know there's slight
the
drizzle
rain,
this morning.
There was a bit of rain, or should I call it a heavy drizzle? It was light in your zone? Yeah, it was a heavy drizzle at mine.
It was a heavy drizzle at mine as well. Yeah. As in, it was more or less like light rain. It wasn't even a drizzle anymore.
But it did make the roads a bit slick. So not that kind of really rainy that you can't see where you're going, but you know that those roads, people will be underestimating how slick the roads actually are. Meaning, please, if you are going out onto the roads, check your tires and be careful. Watch where you're going. Those potholes will be a little fuller than they usually look. They're there. Please calm down and just enter them slowly.
So I see some here. This says, Massive traffic building between Igwefun and Jakonde because no last mile on site as Danfo drivers pick up passengers by Jakonde traffic lights plus the big potholes expanding at the same junction. Etiosa makes money. Okay, let's not go there. So still on traffic updates. This says on the way to Ikeja at this time, and the traffic is already terrible. That was as at 18 minutes ago, so you can imagine how bad it would be by now. Still on the updates, I see here, this says Ikeja Long is definitely far from being good to go right now. This also says National Inward PWD en route Bolade Oshodi with officers on ground controlling traffic at the moment. Another says return trip from Alausa Secretariat back to Allen en route Ikeja under bridge, also in good shape, though that was about 30 minutes ago. This says Ikeja under bridge inward Allen en route Alausa Secretariat is good to go as well. That was about an hour ago. I do not expect it to still be that good to go right now.
Okay. I have some update here. Are you up for it, Mike? Mike?
Okay, so just before you get that, Agege to Komsa village at this point, it seems it's a very, very fast journey here. It will take you just about 12 minutes. I'm quite surprised. I was trying to look at everything to ensure that I really have the correct update, but hey, come on. From somewhere around, let's see now, which street now? On Niwaya Road in Agege, that's just by the mosque. Just by the mosque, Yabo Food Canteen. From that point, it will take you 12 minutes to get into Computer Village in Ikeja. Now, that is quite a fast journey. So let's take one more update and we'll get back to this.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got updates here at about 6:20 a.m. this morning at Taufik One Muse is saying here that Odio Elede is good to go, or Jota or Baniko Rufade is good to go. And this came in at about 6:20 a.m. this morning. And at Zion Jigger here is saying massive traffic building up between Igwefun, Jakonde, because I think you took that one.
Yeah.
Okay, and at 5:49 this morning, okay, someone is asking for directions to Orili. And National Inward Bolade Oshodi is good to go. At the moment, return trip from Oshodi Inward Iyanekbaja is good to go as fuel vehicle movement at this time. And so yeah, other traffic updates are about, this is about 5:39.
Most of them are older.
They're older.
That's why I just have to stop the other time as well.
Okay.
So hopefully we can get more up-to-date ones. If you want to share, you might use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
All right, so from Aja, Shangotedo to Lekki Phase 1 will take you at this point an hour, 24 minutes. Different points, quite a long stretch of the road is free, but then it gets to another stretch where it's extremely blocked. So it's not like the traffic are intermittent or it's just one particular stretch. The return journey will take you 34 minutes. So it's always cool to be, and it is entirely free. That if you're heading from Lekki Phase 1 down to Aja at this particular point in time, that return journey will take you 34 minutes. It's very, very free. It will take you very cool. And then let's take a look at Third Mainland Bridge at this point in time. Well, you know how it is. Third Mainland Bridge at this point is quite blocked. It's quite blocked at this particular point in time. Let's see how long it will take you across Third Mainland Bridge. Well, if you're heading from Oworo down to Aja, the whole journey will take you an hour, 55 minutes. And of course, most of it will take you over 25 minutes across the Third Mainland Bridge. Now, I know that across the Third Mainland Bridge, when it's free, it will take you maybe just about 15 minutes. But here, not the whole bridge, but some parts of it, just of course after University of Lagos waterfront, that's where the traffic picks up. That's if you're heading from Oworo to this other, to Aja, at that particular point, Third Mainland Bridge, Unilag waterfront, that's where the traffic picks up. The return journey, let's look at the return journey. Return journey, what? Is it no longer exactly 2 hours, man? Now that's quite something. Well, not because of Third Mainland Bridge. Third Mainland Bridge will be, of course, entirely free on the return journey. The problem you would have would be around Lekki Conservation Center, LCC. That particular stretch of road will take you 33 minutes, and I don't know why it is like that at that place. But the whole journey will take you just about 2 hours. If you take a detour route that's heading via Broad Street and all of that will take you 2 hours, 19 minutes. All right? At all on traffic updates this morning, let's take a look at what's up and about in town.
Yes, yes. Yeah. Talking about what's up and about.
I was just going through those tweets you mentioned earlier.
Yes, so
Desmond Elliott is in the news.
Desmond Elliott is trending.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a statement he made that's been, everyone's been talking about. He asked for, sorry about that, Mike. Yeah. For the government to ban foreign movies from coming into the country.
Why exactly is he asking for this?
It's going to help to grow our local content here in Nigeria.
I don't know about that. I don't know. Okay, so how is it hindering it right now? That's the question I would like to ask.
Okay, so well, I would
hindering it.
He's talking about he's referring to the cinema culture in Nigeria.
Okay,
there are a lot more people who would go to watch foreign movies at the cinemas than watch a Nollywood movie.
Well,
of course, if you look at Nollywood movies that have sold out in the cinema recently, the hype. There's a lot of hype that goes into it, and which of course costs a lot more of money, because you have to. I mean, there's a special budget for serious hyping, PR. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Do you understand? But for foreign content, you really do not have to. I mean, there's not so much. Yeah, there is hype about it.
There is quite a bit of hype, but the truth is, I think it's there is a lot of hype on the international movies as well, and even the international movie. Sellers or promoters actually end up paying PR people here in Nigeria to do that as well. So right now, I think what he should be focused on, that's in my opinion, is injecting more funds into the industry such that the quality of the movies get better.
That's it.
That is where I would
Imagine
go,
if a foreign country decides to ban Nigerian movies too.
Because we can ask for that as well.
But think about it.
They can decide that, okay, you know what, we are going to ban.
So they can't ban Netflix. They can't ban Amazon Prime. They can't ban Showmax. So and those platforms literally are giving you all those movies and Nigerian movies for free.
Imagine if our local content was banned in other countries.
That's what I'm saying.
Will we be having Africans featuring in a Beyonce album, for example?
No, well.
Hey. We should even use the music industry as an example, because if we look at the music industry, for example, we would see that the reason our music industry has grown isn't because we banned foreign music. It's because we allowed the foreign music
to influence,
not only influence, to even challenge our own local artists. Now, see, we are international, so to speak, because you can imagine people are watching Lion King in remote areas of the world, and they're hearing Yoruba language now. So what are we saying?
Baba falling. That's just the thing. You see, so I actually wanted to do a research, but just when I was about opening my system and I actually wanted to do a research, let me just see. Maybe let me look at it. What is he thinking of? Has it happened somewhere else? Has it succeeded somewhere else? But just as I was about to do a research, I just discovered that guy, wait, though, in your own brain, say you're a movie person, now calm down. Okay, let's take a look at the leading movie industries in the world.
Yeah.
The major one is Hollywood.
Hollywood.
The second is Bollywood.
Yeah.
The third is Nollywood.
Yeah.
Right? That's when it comes to locally produced, when it comes to content like, DVD sales and all of that.
Yeah.
But there are bigger industries. China, Asia is a very big industry.
Huge.
Now, look at the top 3 earning movies in Chinese cinema. Number 1, what's that title now? The movie about was the earthquake movie. I can't remember the name now. Number 2 is Warrior Wolf.
Okay.
Number 3 is Avengers Endgame. Now, after Avengers Endgame, you have Fast and Furious. That's in China. Now go to Russia. You have a lot of local content in Russia that has been... Matrix is one movie that did quite well. There's this also Russian movie, a new Russian movie that had superheroes. There's something you said. The influence of those foreign movies. I now looked at the major movie industry. Look at the UK. Look at movies like Kingsman, The Secret Service. Look at James Bond, 007. These are movies that have taken the Hollywood culture and have grown themselves. If we take Hollywood as a number 1, if we take Hollywood as the number one, they have grown. And then I feel that money is not the issue. Look at Bollywood. Look at what they did with Slumdog Millionaire. Look at what they did with 3 Idiots.
Yeah. Those are low budget.
Low budget.
Shazam.
You understand? Exactly. Low budget movies. I mean, look at Africa as it is. Now, John Carney, who featured in Black Panther, is a native South African actor. He's not a Chiwetel. Yeah, he's not a Chiwetel that is Nigerian in the US.
Yes.
You understand? I feel Genevieve has done well. Lionheart has proven. But I feel, see, as much as we're talking about the money, let's get good content, right? It can be low budget. Blair Witch Project, the movie that is reputed to have gotten the most money by what it was put, it was recorded on a phone, man. This movie has made over, for every dollar that was spent, it has made over 5,000% gain. If there's something is good, or more people use phones now to shoot good stuff, man.
So right now, it's just a no-brainer. Everything he's trying, the point he's trying to make,
Baba for leg,
cannot, it's not connecting. Nollywood needs help. It's where to get those people to help it. That's the issue. For me, yes, using American movies or Hollywood movies, so to speak, as a yardstick is the best idea. Keep bringing them in. We didn't even have a cinema culture 10 years ago.
Yes.
Now we have an international cinema culture.
We had earlier, but we lost it for a while.
Yeah. No, the only movie they show is India movie.
Culture, actually.
Yeah, it was, but now we actually have cinemas.
Yeah.
It's a process.
We had cinema. That's why they spent cinema, Agege.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
We have standard cinema.
We had standard cinema.
That what we had was
Yaba.
Sharks, Ram. No, actually, we used to
there
have
was
a lot
a cinema in Yaba now.
Okay.
That one at Ebutemeta, that place, that building is still there. You know, the issue right now, what we have.
So I wish my director could be part of the discussion.
Sometimes I really wish he could be here.
We have
do
potential
this
for growth.
Bring some of our producers on.
We will. Halima is just there looking. She wants to say something. Halima is one of my producers, by the way, but she's looking like she wants to say something now.
So right now, it's investing in the right places that we should be thinking about. I don't think we should be banning anybody from coming
to
invest.
I will say that the government should invest, but there are so many things the government should invest in.
We gotta go.
That's long.
Last, Baba Desmond.
We will be back after this.
You fall leg, Baba.
Stay with us.
Hi, yes. With me in the kitchen, of course, this morning making her debut is Chef Debbie. Debbie making her debut on the show. Yeah, I just really had to say that.
Yeah.
Welcome,
Thank you.
All right, so she's Chef Debbie of Debbie's Kitchen. And this morning, guys, she's reminding us that summer is here. And she's making grilled fried chicken with summer vegetable salad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to correct me?
No, it's pansy chicken with summer vegetables.
Sorry, yeah. I remember because we should actually grill the chicken. We're supposed to grill the chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, but instead we are pan-searing it this morning. All right, so let's talk about the ingredients that we're working with.
Okay, like you said, it's summer, so we're using summer vegetables. There are some vegetables that actually grow in summer.
Yeah.
So some of them we have the avocado, and this is actually very rich in a lot of nutrients and all of that. So we have our cucumbers. We have bell peppers, some cherry tomatoes, then carrots. Then, of course, we have the chicken breast.
Okay. And let's talk about these other ingredients because
I'm actually going to be making a dressing, a simple salad dressing. Okay. So I'm going to be using Dijon mustard with some lemon. And then I add in some oregano, some black pepper, a bit of olive oil. Onion and some garlic.
I'm really looking forward to the dressings because not everyone actually knows how to dress a salad or chicken or whatever. But either ways, there's so much going on here on the show, here in the kitchen, and trust me, you don't want to miss any parts of the show today. So guys, stick around. The second half is about to begin.
Whoa, you know how it is. There's a lot of excitement in the air on Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes, there is, because hey, there's loads of reasons to celebrate. First of all, our 2nd year anniversary is coming up, guys. Really, 2 whole years.
2 whole years
of Wake Up Nigeria.
2 whole years.
Can you imagine? Can you believe it?
You should know that celebrating Wake Up Nigeria also means celebrating you, because you are the reason why we are here.
Yes, indeed. Now, so for the rest of this week, you shouldn't miss a single thing on the show. Please don't miss it. And there's so many giveaways that are going to be happening and so much activity you need to stay abreast of. My name is Titilaya Onyison.
I'm Mike Mesikeno. Our live stream is at tvcontinental.tv. It's also on Facebook at TVC Connect. You can comment on any of our posts with the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
Yes, indeed. Now, we have an app available for you to download. You can download it as soon as you can, like right now. Like, not even as soon as you can. Now. Do it now. Android, iOS, have it with you so that even if you have to move around, you won't miss any of the great things we have planned for you. And hey, as long as you have internet, you can watch us and so many other great TVC shows from anywhere in the world.
So, Chef Debbie, Chef Deborah. Debbie, how you doing in the kitchen?
I'm doing very fine this morning. Thank you so much.
Debbie, are you sure you're okay?
Yes, I'm fine, of course. I'm okay.
So the way we do things here in Wake Up Nigeria, I ensure that the chefs are very okay.
Wow.
MM, how you doing? What's happening this morning?
Well, this morning, like I said earlier on, Debbie is bringing a bit of summer to the kitchen this morning. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah? Great.
I'm also looking forward to it. Let's get straight to what we have this morning.
I wanted to mention that on social media right now, there are some questions being put out there by our PR team.
All right.
You need to get there and start answering those questions quickly. Go there. That's Wake Up Nigeria on TVC is the hashtag at TVC Connect. Go there right now. The questions are there for you to answer right now to win some goodies on the show.
Answer them fast.
Yes, sir.
And you know, it's all about brown skin girls. That's what's trending these days. Well, we have a gist on that and other stories coming up in entertainment news.
Yes, indeed. And on tips for makeup for brown skin girls, the creative director of Mizan Special Beauty, Afenifere, will be joining us on DIY segment today. So if you have brown skin, wondering what's a best look for you, you need to stay close. Okay, so we also have
little good deed counts. Now, from mental to sanitary health, our guest today contributes his share to making society a better place. Pamilerin Adegoke will be talking to us about the work he does in a bit.
We also have a great segment on parenting coming your way. Izefua, our parenting coach, never fails to enlighten us. She'll be concluding last week's topic, parental resilience as a protective factor against child abuse. A very important one for you to look out for.
And then Kenny Black will also be joining us later on the show for a chat. That Michael Jackson movie has to show us today, man.
What he does.
He looks like Lukesh.
But the thing is, he's influenced by the international community as well with some of the work. So I'm still kind of upset.
Why are you upset?
I'm taking this very personally. Like,
it
really?
shouldn't be because
Hollywood, really?
It shouldn't be because
I don't know. It can't happen anyway.
So let's not even bother about it.
So Kenny Black is really
the fact that
creative.
he even compared it to rice.
Wow.
Right.
He compared it to rice?
He said
rice.
See, this...
I think we need to invite him here.
Which is
we need to answer some questions.
So you will do...
We need to... Uncle Desgi, how far?
With his
really?
with Kenny Black's remixes, when it comes to music, it brings me to the back and forth and the attack against people that like the recent album and those that don't like it and all that. Music is... good music is relative. Good music, you know, what you call good music.
What album are you talking about now?
The Gift.
The Gift,
oh, okay.
Right? So a lot of people will tell you that there are people that tell that good music is classical. If it's not classical, it's not good music. If they're going to listen to music, it has to be in an opera house. That opera is music. And any other thing apart from opera is noise.
Yeah.
And then there's some people that tell you that if you don't have tinko, go, tingo inside your song, that's rubbish. So
I'm not singing.
good music, just give it to you. If it's you like this one, you don't have to go against hit another person.
I've never seen 50 Shades of Grey.
Okay.
But the Weeknd song.
Inside it.
Inside it.
Yeah.
It is a number on its own.
Yeah. So
I'm actually in that mood of, okay, maybe when I see The Lion King, all the songs will finally begin to fall into place in my head.
Okay.
But you don't need to get to that stage to be able to appreciate music.
Or at least appreciate creativity. So for instance, Kenny Black does amazing remixes and covers of during his work, during his skits on stage and all that. And we have to really just give him a round of applause for that, because you know it has to take so much time and energy to put all that stuff together and for it to now make sense after. That people are laughing about it for time and time again, as it really. Thank you.
All right, here with me in the kitchen this morning is Deborah Esene. She's a chef with a specialty in African continental and Afro-fusion meals.
Yeah.
Yes, she's making her debut this morning. And guess what, people? She's making pancia chicken with summer veggie table salad. And on your screen right there are the ingredients, just in case you missed out on it earlier on the show. But we're here for you, right?
Yeah.
Ready to go, Debbie?
Yes, we are.
Good. So let's talk about the ingredients for our vegetable salad, and then we'll move over to our pancia chicken.
Okay.
So go ahead.
Okay, so the corn is already boiling. I'm boiling the corn with milk and sugar because I want to get this flavor, a very nice flavor, like the sweet corn kind of flavor. Okay. I would have actually bought the canned one, but because I still want it on the cob, so that's why I decided to do it this way. Okay. So I'll boil with corn and sugar.
Never knew you could actually use milk and sugar to boil your corn.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I'm really looking forward to tasting that because it's going to be so creamy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
great.
right now I'll be heating up the pan, add some oil.
Okay. So now we're about to pancia our chicken, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's talk about the ingredients you used for the chicken, because that chicken looks good. It's not ready yet, but it looks really good.
Okay, actually marinated it overnight. Does the same thing, the same kind of dressing.
Okay.
So I used my Dijon mustard, yeah, with some lemon.
Okay.
And some garlic. Okay, I was actually supposed to use shallots. Shallots are those very tiny onions. So, but with the combination of this onion and the garlic, I'm going to get the same flavor as well.
Okay.
So I used some basil, that's the green herbs there, and some oregano and black pepper.
Okay.
And a pinch of salt.
All right, fantastic. And then you left it overnight.
Yeah.
And that lemon is just going to sink in all of the flavors of the ingredients that you used into the chicken.
Exactly.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So right now I'll be putting the chicken in the pan.
Okay. So when do we know when our chicken breast is ready?
Okay, you know it's chicken breast. It's actually very soft, so you don't need to overcook it. So once I pancia for a while, let's say about 5 minutes to be ready.
Okay. All right, so whilst we are waiting for our chicken to get ready, let's talk about our ingredient for our vegetable salad.
Okay.
Quickly.
Sorry, before that, let me quickly add some onion for flavor.
Okay.
And some garlic.
Nice. All right, so quickly for our vegetable salad this morning, we are working with our cucumbers, cherry tomatoes, yellow pepper, carrots, avocado, pear. But so much going on here on the show, people. We have to go on a quick break now. Stay with us. There's so much more coming.
Welcome back. Wake Up Nigeria continues now. We have performing someone fondly called GGG. Godly, gorgeous genius Seun Ayeni is in the building. He's a budding gospel minister with 3 singles to his credit. And he's also a multimedia developer and a safety officer. The first time we met him was when he was here last year as one of the contestants of Battle of the Sounds, a competition that must have had a serious impact on you. Welcome back.
Thank you.
All right, you need to use your mic. You need to use your microphone. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so you're about to perform a song. What's the title of your song?
Listen.
Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So give us a little bit of a genesis of that song.
Okay, it's a song I wrote, I think 10 years ago.
Okay.
And it's just a song to talk about my relationship with the Maker, how I try to think of him as a Trinity, God the Father, the Son, and the Spirit.
All right.
And just to appreciate him, that's about.
All right.
Yeah.
And there's no better reason to have great music. Thank you so much for coming to perform. Let me get out of your hair.
Okay. So
all right.
I sing now.
Yes, indeed. Go ahead.
Listen, it's a song to the Trinity, God the Father, Son and Spirit. Come on, don't you wanna sing his praises? Singing a new song, that is to say, listen, it's a song to the Trinity.
That's an amazing worship song. I was so lost in it already. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. GGG. All right, it's time for us to give you entertainment news. And of course, the major headline, at least for about a week now, is Beyonce's Lion King. Well, it's not really Beyonce's Lion King, but you know, we have the album and all to talk about. Or top on our entertainment stories for the week, of course. And now, a few days after Beyonce dropped her album, The Lion King, The Gift, which featured African artists like Wizkid, Tiwa Savage, Yemi Alade, Techno, Mr. Easy, Burna Boy, Ghana's Shatta Wale, and South Africa's Busiswa, the song Brown Skin Girl, well, it's become the most talked about song. It features Nigerian artist Wizkid. Now, Beyonce's 7-year-old daughter is also in it. That's Blue Ivy Carter. And Guyanese rapper Senjan. The song has been tagged an empowering song as it praises brown-skinned women across the globe, therefore inspiring others to embrace their skin for all of its richness and beauty. Now, I'm sounding philosophical, I know. Well, following the success of the song Brown Skin Girl, Nigerians have started a Grammy nominations campaign for Wizkid with the hashtag Brown Skin Girl Challenge. The campaign started over the weekend and has gone viral, with women, especially in Nigeria, uploading photos of themselves and taking pride in having brown skin. Now, fans also react on Twitter asking why Davido was not featured on the album, which Beyonce calls a love letter to Africa, inspired by Disney's live-action remake of The Lion King. Well, it's a fact that some people are also calling Rihanna to do her own counter stuff and feature Davido on it. But that's a story for another day. Moving on, let's talk about Timi Dakolo, giving you updates now. After the police intimidation saga that took place at Timi Dakolo's Lagos residence on Saturday, July 20th, the singer and his wife, Busola, on Sunday afternoon, July 21st, held a press conference in Lagos. And let's hear what Timi Dakolo revealed at the conference.
It's not people that came to the house. They are not. Nobody comes to drop letter with guns. Nobody comes to drop letter with the tinted glasses, men with guns, trailing a car. It's not. You not just come to drop letter. If my wife has insisted that this, first of all, someone said when they came into the compound, followed my wife into the compound, someone said, "My Oga want to see you in the bus." She said, "No, I don't know your Oga. Who are you?" And they now said they wanted to give us a letter, that the letter was, because I've seen from where I live, from my upstairs, I can actually see the bus. The bus has been parked on my road for a long time, but it will not cross my mind. It will not cross my mind like, okay, these people are, so for the reason that as she came out from the road and entered the road, tried to enter my gate, the bus followed her and blocked my gate. It's a sign that these people they've been trailing and following her. So it's not that police came to just drop letter and go away.
Now, that's a story we definitely intend to keep you updated on. Okay, so moving on, it's straight to Desmond Elliott and how he trended yesterday. The Nollywood actor turned politician called for the ban of foreign movies in Nigeria to enable the growth of the Nigerian movie industry. The 45-year-old representing Surulere constituency at the Lagos State House of Assembly said this in an interview. Now, according to him, the federal government should make it difficult for foreign content to come into the country so that local content from Nigeria can grow. Well, I'd like to know what you think about this, so let us know, okay? What the veteran Nollywood actor said on our social media platforms using the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And now moving on, we're going straight to Diamond Platnumz. Yes, that's the foreign scene now. So some good news, Tanzanian music star Diamond Platnumz is taking a few steps back following his announcement of quitting his cheating ways and reverting to being monogamous. Making the announcement months after a bitter breakup with Zari Hassan, the mother of his 2 children, and also ending his relationship with his baby mama Hamisa Mubeto over allegations of witchcraft. The singer stated that he was quite lucky he didn't get into trouble for cheating. Now, Diamond Platnumz, while speaking to Tanzanian youth on the importance of using protection during sex, recalled escaping death by a whisker. He, however, added that all he wants now is to settle down with Tanasha and be a better man than he was in the past. Interesting one, that. All right, moving on. Kylie Jenner it is now. Now, though Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott have been going strong for 2 years, the couple aren't rushing to get married anytime soon. Travis is in no rush to marry the mother of his daughter, and if it ever does happen, it may not happen anytime soon, and that's according to a source. Although it's something they've talked about in the past, the couple said people shouldn't expect to hear wedding bells in the near future. No, adding that they are both just focused on their careers and expanding their empires as much as possible. Okay, now moving on straight to Cardi B now. We're still talking about love, and this one is another expression of love as the award-winning rapper took things a step further with a man by getting Offset's stage name tattooed on her leg. Offset revealed as he shared a screenshot from a FaceTime call with his wife on his Instagram. The rapper, who was pleased to see his wife's new ink, captioned the post, "Can't wait to get home." Okay, as you know, it's Offset and Cardi B. Imagine what that is all about. Go get it, Offset. Go get it. And that's about it on the entertainment just this morning on Wake Up Nigeria. We'll take a break now, and of course, we'll be back. Stay with us.
Welcome back. You're still on to Wake Up Nigeria, guys. Guess what? Guess who I have with me on the couch this morning? It is Bamilerin Adegoke. If you're a fan of Twitter, you definitely know this one. He's had over 7 years of experience in social media campaigns, brand management, PR, and digital strategies. He's shared his experience or his knowledge through talks and seminars with his foundation, the Bamilerin Foundation. He has also coordinated efforts to give over 25,000 sanitary towels to young African females. Yeah. Wow. Amazing. Okay, so what got my attention, first of all, on social media is the fact that the hashtag Give a Girl a Pad campaign. That hashtag got me. Are you getting emotional right now? Yeah. Oh my world.
I'm fine.
You know, I didn't expect that such a young person will be taking on this kind of charitable cause. I mean, what inspired it, Bamilerin?
Number one, thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, I have 3 junior sisters.
Oh.
So growing up, you know what it feels like when your sisters take your money. And when you ask, what are you using my money for? They're like, I want to buy
a sanitary pad.
Ah. So not everyone has a Bamilerin as an uncle. So there are a lot of females out there that their parents can't even afford this. Imagine a father living on 40,000 monthly allowance. You have to pay bills, you have to pay rent, you have to pay school fees. The last thing that will be on your mind is to buy a 400 naira sanitary pad for a girl.
And you have to do that every single month.
Every month.
How has the response been so far?
It's been positive so far. The love has been amazing. You know, everybody's saying how a guy sharing parts and the rest of it. So it's been amazing. 25 years old. It's been good.
Wow.
It's been good.
Okay, so let's talk about how you started. Because you just recently actually launched your foundation.
Yeah.
Recently.
Yeah.
But you've been doing this for 7 years. How did this, and you started, you know, in the rural communities. How did it start?
Okay, so I had a discussion with my junior sister.
Okay.
So we were gisting and talking about school and the rest of it.
Okay.
So she made mention of when our course mate was stained in lecture room.
Oh.
And she had to cover her up with a jacket.
Jacket, oh.
Not like the girl had money, but at that point in time,
She didn't have a sanitary
a
towel.
sanitary towel. So, and she could not ask other girls. Or like if it was a guy,
Yeah.
I'd have say, guy, do you have condom
Yeah.
there? I beg, sharply give me condom. You get one girl where I want knock. You get,
Okay.
but as girls, I think they find it hard to ask.
Talk about those things.
Talk about those things.
Okay.
Some even in rural areas, you see at stigma. Yeah, like no. I was at a community some few weeks ago, and the woman said she had to use towel, she had to wash it every time. The moment she was telling those things, I can imagine blood. You have to wash your own blood.
Yeah.
It's actually not hygiene.
And then you decided to do this. All right. Let's talk about you being a Twitter influencer. Because, I mean, Afenifere is big time on Twitter. I mean, like, you're one of those people that I look forward, you know, to seeing their tweets on social media.
Thank you.
Let's talk about how your work on Twitter has been able to positively impact people. Because being a Twitter influencer is a big deal.
It is.
It is. Let's talk about that. The impact, you know, being a Twitter influencer has made so far, you know, in the lives of people.
You know what thing they talk about celebrities? So we call ourselves tweet celebrities.
Yeah, right.
on that community.
Yeah.
So it's amazing when you sneeze and people accept it. You're like, So it's whatever you give them, they keep taking. So as it works in different ways. It has affected me very positively because number one, the foundation.
Okay.
People trust me, they support. But one of the challenges is, you know, everybody wants to be savage on that street. It's a street. If you're not careful,
exactly.
you miss it.
Yes, yes.
If you do a little mistake, they'll come for you.
They'll come for you.
Yeah, so, but it's been amazing. People accept you for who you are. So far, you don't fake it.
Yeah.
But there's another day that says, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
So far, you can balance it and do your way. Twitter never forgets.
It never forgets.
Never forgets.
And I also remember that someone actually came after you talking about your mom selling Ogi. And then you actually, you know, got on it and then it became popular. You became more popular. Yeah. And that was really, really nice. I was inspired by that.
That's the most expensive Ogi in Nigeria right now.
You're joking.
I'm not joking.
You're joking.
I am not joking.
Your mom's Ogi is the most expensive.
It's celebrities Ogi.
Is that what they call it now?
Yeah.
What? Oh, no. Are you joking? Oh, that's amazing.
Thank you.
That's amazing. I mean, the Twitter following these days is huge. I mean, it's a huge community. Let's talk about, you know, okay, being a Twitter influencer, artists, celebrities, you know, they depend on, or actually, a lot of people actually depend on they trust the things that you say, especially when it has to do with, you know, celebrities or artists. This, of course, you know where I'm going to. This brings me to the Beruzzi matter, you know, that got everybody talking.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it a little.
Okay.
What thing happened?
Okay, so you tell me what happened. Should we switch?
Let's switch. Anyone.
Okay, so I'll be honest here.
Yeah.
So January 6th, during this award thing, somebody won over someone. My own opinion, like, can these guys just stop ranting? And well, he's a woman. We need to understand that these people have feelings too, they have emotions.
Yeah.
So that thing got to him in the wrong side, and he had me in mind for 6 months.
Wow. Something happened in January.
He had me in mind for 6 months.
Wow.
So on spotting me, okay, so he wanted to have a conversation with me.
Yeah.
So he was looking at me, he was telling me his mind. Then the next thing I smiled. That is me on a normal day. But he thought I was being rude and lost control. So you know when he said, I'm losing control, well, he lost it on me. So actually, the reason why I did not take it so far was that okay, I think I went overboard by number one asking him to shut up with my tweet. We don't know what anyone is facing.
Yeah, true.
So it's probably got him in the wrong way. There are I've been bashed a lot of times. After David, I'm Nigerian's Twitter Ninja Turtle.
Yeah.
I don't take it to heart. We see these things as normal thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we should understand these people have blood and water running through their veins.
You've also been called as a homosexual.
A lot of times. So I don't, you know.
How do you cope with the criticism? I mean, it's crazy.
So one thing I tend to understand about life is, in Nigeria, we are all angry and frustrated. And we're just looking for who to pour our anger on. So, you know, when it comes, I'm like, okay, you people will be fine. And that's just it for me.
I think a lot of upcoming influencers they have so much to learn from you, because it's you can't be an influencer on social media, and you have to really have a thick skin.
You have to.
Because there's so much you have to take in. So what inspiring word do you have for influencers, upcoming influencers out there who, you know, inspire to be like you know, even with your charitable cause that you do?
So number one, my favorite quote is, whatever people think about is none of your business. Because the moment you start taking people's opinion, you lose it. Imagine me trying to please you, me trying to please her, me trying to please someone else. I'll keep losing my happiness while trying to please you.
Yeah.
So why not just me focus on myself and my life and just do whatever makes me happy? So when people tell me this thing about depression, like Pamela, people are living fake life, blah, blah. See, if you cannot join them, just leave them alone. It won't stop anytime soon. We are all living it in one way or the other.
True.
It's a disease we can't fight. So if you cannot join them, leave it. We are all in this fake life thing together.
I love that. We're all in the fake life together.
All of us.
All right. So quickly, talking about giving a girl a pad campaign, what's the future for that, you know, for that cause?
So the future for the pad thing is we want to have pad banks in every secondary school in the country.
Great.
Whereby each girl is entitled to a number of pads every month for free.
Wow. Wow.
For free.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Bamilere. It's such a pleasure having to meet you finally. I'm glad that you're following me on Twitter. I can go and say, oh yeah, Bamilere is from me on Twitter. Thank you so much, and all the best with your campaign.
Thank you so
all
much.
the best. I'm deeply inspired by that. All right, let's check out what Mike and Chef Debbie are up to in the kitchen. Hey, Mike, in the kitchen, my world. It's going to finish that chicken. Mike.
What's sweeting you? All right, yeah, ma'am, I'm taking over here in the kitchen, and definitely nothing is going to be left for you. Okay, so, Chef Debbie, how far have we gone and how far do we have to go?
Okay, so far we've chopped the vegetables. Our chicken is almost ready. I'm going to be charring the tomatoes, the carrots.
What kind of chicken is this? That chicken is
chicken breast.
It's very, but it's looking many things.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'll be making the dressing alongside that.
Okay, so let's...
So let me start. I'll add the
Let's see how far. Okay. Lemon.
So this is about, the two of these will give us about 3 tablespoons.
Of lemon, all right?
Yeah.
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hope you can see this now. So we're getting this lemon set.
Yeah.
And,
Can help me excuse that.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
Okay.
So I'll be adding the Dijon mustard. A tablespoon.
This is when life gives you lemon. What do you do?
Make lemonade.
Okay.
So I'll add some.
Okay, so what did this? What did we put this on?
That's mustard. Combination of mustard seed. And
is the seed going to be still inside?
No, of course, it's already blended and very
okay,
smooth.
No, I mean this one.
No,
the seed
remove,
from the lemon juice or something. Okay.
So I'll add some
Now, some people will not see you.
Can just be
They'll be blind now that I'm doing this one now. You'll not see I not do anything.
Add some olive oil.
In just this short time, I've done more than some people have been here since the show started. Okay? So we're whisking it, right?
Yeah. A bit of garlic.
It's whisking. It's not whiskey. Amen. This is almost I expect.
Oregano.
Wow. I'm good at this, so.
Yeah, you're very good. Then some black pepper. Did you notice I didn't use any seasoning in this?
No
Yeah,
seasoning
all
cubes and all that.
herbs, yeah.
All herbs. Wow. So eventually, where is this going to? Wow, this looks good. This looks good. While myself and Debbie are still working on this. Okay, what's this one?
That's basil.
Basil.
So a pinch of salt.
Please don't want to hear your voice here. All right, so while we're still doing this, let's take a break now. We have the next 45 minutes of the show to go. You don't want to miss all we have and our final product from myself and Chef Debbie. Don't go nowhere.
Guess what? It's our birthday tomorrow, and we cannot keep calm. We are not calm in the studio here, not at all. It's not easy to be 2 years old.
It isn't at all. Thank you for joining us and staying tuned so far. We're having a great time this morning, and it definitely will get better on Wake Up Nigeria.
Honestly, you need to hang out with us all through the show. Another place you can try that is on social media. You should be commenting, getting in line to win some of our giveaways by now. Just remember our hashtag, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. That's Wake Up Nigeria on TVC at TVC Connect. My name is Titilayo Oyinson.
I am Mike Mesikeno. We're also streaming live on our website. It is tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect.
Yes, indeed.
All right, of course, the hashtag Wake Up Nigeria.
Yes,
if
sir.
you need to send comments and if you want to interact with us. We
Yes,
also have some
sir.
questions out there which you put out earlier. So just let's know what you think. Just generally, just say anything. Say anything. You know how it is now. You know how we used to do that time now. Just say
There's a
it.
very fun one that's
Just
going
say
to be
anything.
happening for a star
Yeah.
prize. And I know that those videos, we're going to play those videos on the show.
Okay.
So your videos, your posts are going to be showing on the show. So you need to get to it. And from anywhere in the world, as long as you download our app on iOS or Android, you can watch us and so many other great TVC shows. But still in the lineup today, we have to give you some tips, especially for you brown-skinned girls like me. Creative Director of Mizan Special Beauty, Anna Fayemi, who will be joining us on DIY today. I'm watching you. Don't come for me yet, not yet.
All right.
Cream skin. I'm brown
And then
skin.
after that, we have our guest this morning, comedian and remix singer Kenny Black in the house. We're going to have a discussion with him, and he's going to show us that particular dance move he did earlier on.
You know, looking at all those moms and women reminds me of the fact that today is Gorgeous Grandma's Day.
Oh, gorgeous grandma day.
Like, I wonder what it would be like when everyone, okay, no, minus Mike, when we become grandmothers, like, gorgeous. It's going to be a grandpa now, you're laughing.
Yes, no. So when you said minus Mike, everybody was waiting for the punchline. Waiting patiently. But if it is indeed, I really didn't know this, but, you know, I think my grandma is gorgeous. My grandma is still alive.
When was the last time you saw her?
Not too long ago.
What about you? Is your grandma still alive?
Yeah.
Both sides?
Yeah. Wow. Obviously the twins' grandma is still alive as well. So I'll be posting some grandma pictures today.
My grandma is still alive too, but only from my mom's side. That woman, she inspires me every day. She inspires me every day. Awesome lady. You know, she actually was a contestant for Miss Nigeria.
Oh, wow.
1964. She was the first runner up.
Really?
My grandma. So she still has all those shakara moves. I was just looking at her like, Mom, you're old, though. You know, you're old.
Which one? Age is nothing but a number.
Okay, that actually reminds me of something my grandma, well, God rest her soul. There was a time she visited, and at the time, my mom was not in the country, so I had to take care of her. She visited us here in Lagos. And one of those mornings, I made her breakfast. And so I was trying to manage things in the house because Momsi was gone for a really long time. Do you understand? And, you know, and so this morning, so every morning I would always make her 2 eggs.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 eggs, like, you know.
One boiled one, one fried one.
No, like, you know,
it's
fry
only
them.
Mike that can eat something,
you know.
like that.
And so one of those mornings, she said, come. And then I came. And she said, my daughter left money. And she said, anything that I want,
you should give it to me.
And I told her, Grandma, because we call her Akaka. I said, Akaka, when your daughter comes back from Yankee, you can eat whatever it is you want to eat. But as we are like this, we are going to manage what's available.
Wow.
Wonderful
story. You will
story.
tell me the meaning of that Akaka later.
Okay, so let's take a look at your comments on social media. The hashtag, remember, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. We are working on, we modified the hashtag. It previously was Wake Up Nigeria, and some of you are still tweeting with Wake Up Nigeria. I'll tell you how many of those tweets I can take, but then, hey, come on. It's now Wake Up Nigeria on TVC, okay? So we put out that question there, and yeah, what do you like about the show? Let me get directly to that. Yeah, this is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. Wake Up Nigeria, a 2nd anniversary giveaways. Comment and win. Tell us what you like about the show. All right, we're on Twitter here. We have quite a number of comments. Let's take a look at them. Okay. Okay, yeah. Adewiyi Folakemi says, first, the cautious diction of the anchors, the 2 men and the 3 women. Secondly, the chef's daily menu. Thirdly, the creativity, bringing upcoming artists / renown and game time. Fourthly, ability to put a lot of segments together within 2 hours and 45 minutes. Your one is long, go. 5th, no segment is boring. You always get a touch of wisdom and direction. 6th, the decency of the female anchors never come out with questionable. Wow, this person, the comment alone, self, eh? The comments alone, eh? All right, Titi, what do you think about the person has been giving?
Wow. I love the fact that there are bullet points. First of all, listed, and
there are 1 to 10 actually.
You know, it's interesting he should mention diction, because there was a conversation on social media at one point about radio and TV hosts all coming out with phone. And there's a difference between phone and diction.
Pronouncing things correctly. True.
And that I really appreciate, because, you know, it's just, oh my gosh, I'm so thank you.
Yahaya says
so
it's enlightening the populace about the happenings around Nigeria and the Nigerian economy in comparison with that of other countries around the globe. A wake-up call to sensitization. Okay, thank you. And JT Sam Sign at Sphinx Sign says, what I like about the show is the music part. Who's dancing Tinko dance?
Where Mike danced Tinko dance,
secondly,
that's what the person wrote.
Sense of you all. I hope to get your costumer, or it comes out a customer for myself. Share money no day. Nigeria no smile with anybody these days. Enjoy. And wow. So the first, I must say, made me rediscover my love for local content. Okay, that's a great one. The best thing about the show is the presenters and from everyone, the way they communicate their content to us show genuine love for the work. And what I like about the show is the fact that it's very educative. I mean, there is no time I don't learn something new when I watch it. All right, that's quite something. That's quite something. Wonderful comments already there. There are comments about MM. Your discussion with Pamilarian is drawing some kind of, you know, there's a lot of following on that discussion there, you know.
Really? Wow.
Yes, yes.
Because I mean, he's quite an inspiration, and I feel that a lot of young people too should be inspired by that. And that's what Wake Up Nigeria gives you people. We give you inspiring content. You know, we just do not have just guests. We have guests.
Okay, so while I check out what we have on Facebook, you guys, you want to reminisce about 2 years of Wake Up so far?
I've been so interested in following what you were reading earlier on Twitter. I haven't switched over to Facebook yet myself, but there was one you didn't read out. It says here, 7, the synergy among the anchors. No one is trying to outdo the other. I feel so touched about that. And then it also says, the comical aspect, can't forget the day the preggy lady anchor removed her wig.
Wow.
Saying this.
It's MM, baby girl.
Her name is MM.
It's MM. She called her preggy lady. It's MM.
And she still looks hot in her preggy state.
Thank you.
Imagine.
You know, MM has been like pregnant all through the show. All right, let's take a few comments. You know, she's my person. I'm the only one who can say that. Let's take a few comments on Facebook here. Godwin Anderson, I'll just rush through a few. I love the different recipe foods. I'm sure most of us learn from it. And allowing up and coming talents to display daily. And finally, the aerobic session, I do it daily. You guys are world class. It's indeed a breakfast show. Thank you. Ngozimba says, wow, congratulations to the guys. I love every part, most especially the kitchen and when Mike is cooking food because he makes good food. I really missed you guys because I've been on sick bed since last year. Really need God to perfect his healing on my life. We also pray for you.
Sorry about
wishing you
that.
the best.
You are healed.
Wishing you the best. Wishing you the best. Ngozi, wishing you the best. Okay, so quite a lot. Let's see. A lot of people love the kitchen segment. I love every part of it, but part I love most is the kitchen segment and the exercising part of the program. Wonderful. Thank you very much, guys. Okay, Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. This is Mide Medal Otushegun says, what I love about the show is entertaining, informative, educative, and reliable. It also gives room for people that are into fashion, music, dancers to showcase their talent. Wishing you guys a happy anniversary. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Osuji Kizito Victor says, I love all their guest speakers. It triggers me the more to keep watching. Their way of expressing issues is certainly top-notch. They educate we, the masses, in one way or the other. Okay, that's good. Kitchen love, man. Wow, kitchen. Wow, kitchen. Okay, yeah. Wake Up Nigeria. I love the workout part. Auto tech info too. My dearest segment is the young artist promotion. Good, great one. Okay, yeah. Okay, Wake Up Nigeria show on TVC is the best show on Nigerian TV. I love the show because it's all-round package, educative, entertaining, informative. Congratulations, Wake Up Nigeria. Okay, wow, this one is quite serious, man. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. The show gives me a kind of sensation which no other thing gives me. Sensation. This one, wow.
Like the show keeps me. The show keeps me waiting.
Not to talk of the tingling feeling I get.
The show keeps me waiting from midnight till what? Read on, Mike.
That's quite interesting.
Read on. Why don't you want to read it now,
Okay,
Mike?
Patience Live. There's quite a lot. We have almost 100 comments, Titi. So, Patience Live says, Wake Up Nigeria TVC, my favorite television program. You're 2-year-old. How times fly. Quite a lot. I cannot sleep without watching Wake Up Nigeria. Wow. That's okay, now this is what happens now for the comments which you put out there. Get likes for the comments, right? The comments with the most like, right? Or the comment with the most likes. Yeah, those are the comments we'll pick to a few hours maybe after the show. We'll just pick up the ones with the most likes and they get to win that spa treatment we spoke about and also get to be on the show tomorrow. That's quite a good one. All right. So I particularly love the opportunity to give viewers to send birthday wishes. Yes, that's quite important to us. With pictures to their loved ones and have them featured and paid for. Send videos also. Send videos. I've always asked for that. Videos. The kitchen segment can make you wish you're in the studio to have a taste too. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and yeah, great ones. Quite a lot. Keep them coming in. Keep them coming in. But yeah, that's as much as we can take. Oh, someone loves newspaper review. Wow.
Wow.
Interesting there. All right, that's all we can take on your comments. Keep them coming in. Get the likes to those comments, and we'll definitely pick the comments with the most likes. All right, that's all we can take. Don't go away. There's still a whole lot more to come on the show.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and we have a guest on the couch.
Yes, sir.
Kenny Black, Nigerian stand-up comedian, singer, and songwriter. He has been writing songs now. Enough writing. Now we have Kenny Black in the studio. God's grace ambassador himself.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Great to have you here.
I'm honored, ma'am.
All right. So, so Kenny Black, do you always wear black?
What happened today is that today is a very special day.
Okay.
Because there's this rat in our area who used to disturb everybody, and we lost the rats this morning. So
oh wow.
We are mourning.
Oh, you're
mourning
the
rat
yes,
that
yes.
you were happy to lose.
Exactly. That's why I say that's why it's an oxymoron. It's a bitter sweet.
Oh my God!
Yes.
You must have really had a strong connection to this rat.
Yes, he ate our landlord's will.
Wow.
So my landlord willingly killed it.
Okay, okay. So you see what we're talking about now. Kenny Black just has a way of spinning his own version of events. But it's actually a real pleasure to have you here.
I'm honored, man.
And so there's a lot of energy you put into your show, a lot of creativity. Did this just start like that, snap of your fingers, or were you inspired by something specifically?
Okay, in 2008, in 2007, all I wanted to do was to do music. You know, I wanted to have a band, play weddings, because as a chorister now, as a choir boy, I wanted to just do music, do good music. But I find myself making people happy, because making people laugh makes me happy. I don't like seeing people bored. I don't like seeing them sad. So if I see you in a corner that is not really nice, not really fun, I try as much as possible to want to bring you out of it with the little things that I do. So the comedy part of me was just, playing around, until when, in 2008, I was called to say, they said, okay, Kenny, come, we need an MC for an event. I said, I've not done MC before, just come and say anything, the things you used to say around. And I went up, instead of cracking jokes, I was singing the jokes.
Oh, wow.
So even anytime I want to write a song, I find myself writing a funny song.
Amazing.
So I just felt like, okay, maybe I should just try and do something. So I watched the likes of Jamie Foxx, Julius the Genius Agu, Maleke, the great music comedians. And I said, okay, I think I can do this. And they said I have an amazing voice. I don't know. So that was what they said. So I did it for the first time in 2008. It was Boom. And 2009 it was Mad. And I said, okay, I think I can do this. And that was how it started for me. So I found myself doing the music I wanted to do, and the comedy that came in from nowhere, and together it became music comedy.
Something out of it. You've mentioned all the comedy, some of the comedy greats, and I recall you once said that you'd like to work with Tyler Perry. What kind of work would you like to do with him?
Tyler is one of my songs. I was
one of your songs.
One of my songs. I'm proud of him. Wow. Tyler, because the Tyler I know is the Tyler Oriomi is in Ibadan. But the Tyler Perry I want to work with is it's an amazing producer. Apart from the fact that he's a very, very serious scriptwriter at some point, when I saw the movie Akure, it was different from the media that I used to see. So it's someone that can balance between getting serious and being unserious. So he's a musician, he's an actor, he's a comedian, he's a dancer, he's everything, and him alone is art in its own form. So me being a music comedian who likes to do art in its form, we like to do comedy, music, drama. I feel like this is a mentor, this is somebody I really want to work with, and this is somebody I see myself in.
Okay, so there are some aspects of Madea and Tyler Perry's work that a lot of people have not really tried here. Some people have tried it in Nollywood, but not on stage.
On stage, yeah.
You know, so for instance, the whole drag queen act of Madia, where he puts on wigs and so. Do you ever see yourself going that far?
Yeah, I see myself doing something different from that, something close to that.
Yeah.
Like every time I do my event, I try as much as possible to bring drama, to do stand-up that leads to drama, stand-up that leads to music, that, like a Broadway, like just like the way Tyler Perry does it. And so I don't have just one character. I have different characters as one person, as one Kenny Black. So I'm like doing a Tyler Perry in my own version. So
okay, so you know he's gonna have to showcase one of those.
He definitely
versions
will. He
eventually.
definitely will. But I was gonna ask you, for someone who finds so much fun and amusement in so many things, did you find it funny when someone ran up to you on stage in Canada and proposed marriage? Say, Kenny Black, marry me. How did it even happen?
Nobody proposed to me. Maybe it was a business idea they proposed because nobody proposed to me because
I like that.
I was in Canada and I was performing, you know, and crazy fans. Hey, Kenny Black, so. I was like, do I have anybody here crushing on me? And I saw everybody come like, oh, Kenny Black, I have a crush on you. Sambu said the crush is not crow. Kenny Black, I have a crush on you. And the girl came on stage and we were just having fun. I did like a play with her. I was like, you know, I've been staring at you from that stage. Wow. And immediately I saw you. You came into my heart like the African thunderstorm.
Wow.
I thought you were a coin mistress until you came to the navel of my soul.
Oh, wow.
So I went down on my knees and I said, I want to ask you this question from the depth of my heart and I want you to be honest with me. And I said, baby, is this your real face? Because the makeup was too much. So people thought I was totally proposing, but no.
Oh my goodness.
No, you did not.
You asked her if it was her real face.
Is this your real face?
Yeah,
really?
Some part was dark, so it was like the map of...
Okay, so I know there's a particular song. I had the song prepared in my mind. There was a particular song I saw on social media. Just recently, you posted it not too long ago.
Okay.
I wanted you to sing that song now. Your last post.
Okay, can I hear?
Yes.
Okay, first said we should do can I hear N and A.
Okay.
So I wanted to be creative with it. I was with my band and they were just playing this Wasiu. I was like, okay, let me just see what I can do with Can I hear as a music comedian. I have to represent my industry. Okay. And I started this. One mela kata kata o. Lai mo pe ela kata kata o mabela ni. Wọ́n fún bọ́sẹ̀ lówó kó lọ́ọ́ ṣerun. Ó lọ fi rẹ̀ lá Amẹ́ríkà. Lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ mi la ìbáka. Bọ́sẹ̀ kana na oya mo ní kana na yasi na baluwe ẹ̀yin àǹtí mi kambia na
Woo! Now that, I have to say, is the best one I've heard. I've heard so many different versions, but can I?
It was spontaneous.
Oh, beautiful.
I didn't plan on doing it. I was just rehearsing with my band and...
Beautiful. Now, we know you have something coming up very soon, an event called the Oxymoron.
Yeah, Oxymoron.
What is it about?
Oxymoron is like, it's a set I write every year.
Oh, wow.
It's a set I write that talks about the bittersweet experience of things that happen. And there's so many things happening around that are really, really sometimes heartbreaking. But one thing I love about Nigerians is that we create humor out of it. We don't have time for depression. Yeah. You know, we create humor out of it. When they say snake swallow something, and instead of us to be hungry about it, we create humor out of it. But in the humor, pass our message. So it's talking about the things that have happened, things that are happening, and things around basically the bittersweet, the things that are not really, the things that are really eating us. But we decided to find humor out of it. So it's something bringing music, comedy, dance, and drama together. Beautiful. So I'll be on stage doing the kind of Tyler Perry thing that you want me to.
Hey! Can't wait.
Wonderful. So, what do you have planned for us this year? Foxman, what should we look out for?
Man, look out for everything, man. The music, the drama. Bringing, like I do every year, I bring the social media people on stage, and I like them to do what they do on social media on stage, not take them away from the things that they do normally. This year we have a lot of surprise acts. You might be shocked. Beyonce might come because she was in traffic last year. She couldn't make it.
Don't worry, she'll make it. She'll leave home early today.
Okay. All right. So we have Chef Debbie
to the kitchen.
Nails.
Kenny Black, and this is Chef Debbie. She's making her debut on the show this morning, and she has brought a bit of summer with her. So this morning she's made pan-seared chicken with summer vegetable salad.
Summer veggie salad. Please.
Wow, this is a lot to take in.
Yes, so quickly, Debbie will tell us how she puts the salad together and then the chicken.
There's even corn there. There's something corn there.
Just have a taste.
So over to you, Debbie.
All right, so the chicken, I did pan searing, then I marinated it overnight with some mustard, lemon,
overnight,
basil, oregano, black pepper, and a pinch of salt. Then I did you can see the color of the corn and some of the vegetables. I also charred them just to get that color. And one thing about this thing is when you said good look does not start with makeup. It starts with good food, actually. And when you want to make good food, you actually have to play with colors, and that's what I've done there. When you're playing with colors, you're playing with vitamins, you're playing with minerals, you're playing with a whole lot of things. So
I'm loving it, Chef Debbie. Exactly. I'm loving it. We're all loving it. Loving it. And I'm just like, Kenny, tell us your verdict.
What do you think? It's just, are you single? Because I like to have this every morning.
Oh, wow.
I can take my name to summer.
Wonderful.
It's amazing, man.
We're looking forward to Oxymoron and wish you the best.
Thank you very much.
We're looking forward to it. Definitely we're going to be there.
Yes,
it's been a wonderful time. A big shout out to Homely NG for the kitchen accessories.
And a shout out to all our guests who have been on the show today. We sincerely appreciate you. And of course, we're showing you so much love online right now. Please go online and you should get up bright and early to be a part of our celebration show.
Tomorrow. The date, time, and all of that.
July 28th, Eco Hotel.
All right.
6 p.m.
You said July 20th.
Yeah, July 28th. Last Sunday.
Yeah,
on Sunday.
On Sunday.
28.
Oh, okay. It sounded like 20th.
6 p.m.
6 p.m.
Eco Hotel. Are we starting on time?
We're starting on time.
Okay.
Alrighty.
That's it. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TV. See ya.